I'm Coleman. This is my wife Shan Shan, and we're in Beijing on quarantine for 14 days. Alright, done with class. Now it's time to make some bread because we're almost out of bread. I just want to go ahead and make some because I have nothing else to do this afternoon. And then I'm going to cook some Chinese food. So maybe if you guys watch it, you guys might want to try it. I really like it. This is my favorite soup in China that I'm about to make. I forget what it's called in Chinese again, but it's basically like tomato, egg, and dumpling soup. It's kind of like chicken and dumplings, but with like tomatoes and eggs. It's really good. All right, ingredients are all done. I'm gonna put them in the bread maker. It'll start making dough and I'll let it knead in the bread maker. And while it's kneading, I'm gonna be making lunch. And once I get done making lunch, I'll put it in the oven to rise because I just found out my oven has a rising temperature or rising setting. All right, first things first, I'm gonna peel my tomatoes, and the simple way to do that is just get some boiling water going, dip them in the boiling water. If you can leave them in the boiling water until you see the peeling start to like shrink a little bit, and that's when you take them out, and then you put them in cold water because you want the cooking process to absolutely stop. So that's why you put them in cold water. And then after you take them out of cold water and you just peel it off, and it peels off really easily. All right, see, usually you want to score like right here, make an X. I'll do it real quick. Just like that. You don't want to go too deep, but just deep enough to puncture the skin. Alright, so what's next on the list is to make the little dumpling stuff and beat up the eggs. So that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to beat up 2 eggs, and I'm going to have a cup of flour. And I'm going to mix a little bit of water in the cup of flour to make kind of the dumpling things. All right, so I didn't show in the video, but I did add salt. And so this is kind of what it looks like. I added some salt and a little bit of water. And you just want to stir it up until it looks kind of like this. So stringy, clumpy like that. And then of course you just beat the eggs like it's a no-brainer. Just scrambled eggs. Come on. All right, cut up the tomatoes. Now I'm gonna fry them in a wok. And what the recipe says, it says fry them until the water comes out. So until they get like super watery, which I don't know how long that will take, but just I'm doing what it says. And then once that happens, I'm gonna add a little bowl of water, some sugar, and some salt. It doesn't say how much sugar, just says like a spoon. If you have a big spoon, a lot of sugar. If you have a small spoon, a little bit of sugar. Be creative. Oh, and one more thing. Once the tomatoes are done cooking, once you add your water, your salt, and your sugar, you're going to want to add this stuff, the flour and water, whatever it's called, the dough, I guess. And then after you add that, you're going to want to add the eggs. And so the last part, you add the eggs. Once the eggs are cooked, it's good to eat. All right, if you can see it, the water kind of boiled the water out, and so that's kind of what you want to look for. And then you want to add your water. I'm putting this much water because I want it more soupy. That's about right. All right. So you want this to start boiling again, and then you would add your dumpling stuff. And this is what the final product should look like. If you want it, I added a little bit more dough, so that's why it's a little bit white. And my tomatoes were not as red as I hoped. But if you have redder tomatoes, you'll have redder like soup. And then I'm gonna put this in the slow cooker, or actually my rice maker. And then I'm gonna make some chicken legs, but this is ready to eat. So what I'm gonna do now is just make fried chicken legs. Pretty simple. You can look up a recipe, but I'm gonna fast forward this bit. Besides, do my homework and drink this coffee that just got done boiling, there's nothing else left to do. And hey, I know this isn't the most exciting vlog. I'm not a millionaire going out, riding in my Tesla, blowing thousands of dollars. I'm just an ordinary man in my ordinary apartment, living my ordinary life in quarantine in Beijing. And the bread is done. I'll see you guys later. The bread's pretty good. Not as good as the little rolls I made the other day, but it's still good.